Hello friends, hi, welcome back. We are gonna make a change today, so I thought I would document it. I'm not very good at documenting things because I'm very impulsive, right? But we're gonna make a change at the front of the house. This garden bed was here when we moved in almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and we're gonna leave this yucca. I'm not a fan of yuccas, not my favorite plant. I know a lot of people like them. I do not like them, but my husband likes them. So we're gonna leave it. And we're gonna take away whatever this weird thing is beside the yucca. Don't know what it is, doesn't produce flowers. And when we moved in, so last summer, spring, I actually planted a bunch of irises. Some bearded irises specifically because I really like those. I think they're so stunning. And they just don't do well here. They just don't do well. And I don't know why. Like, the soil should be ideal. There's at least 6 hours of sun here, so I don't know why they're not doing well here, and it bothers me just staring at them not producing flowers. So I decided that we need to change it. We need to change things up, so we're going to change it up. I'm going to clean all this out except for the yucca, and I got some more plants. Let me show you. You're probably thinking, you're going to take this big space and only put 3 plants in there? And yes, I am. Yes, I am, because these 3 plants will take over eventually. So I picked up locally some yarrow. Some yellow one. Look at that. It's already starting to come up. It's so pretty. So if you don't know, there is wild yarrow here actually near me, and it produces like a white head. I wanted the yellow one specifically, because I think it looks really pretty when it's in bloom. Yellow is one of my favorite colors, and I also like to save the yellow one for tea. So I picked up 1 plant of this. And yarrow will take over, like it will spread. So I only purchased 1. That's what I do for most of my plants that I know will spread. I only ever buy 1 because I could split this in like 2 years, or it will slowly spread. So that's fine with me. I'm not, I'm impulsive, but not that impulsive. So I got 1 yarrow, yellow, and I cannot pronounce this, so you can go ahead and mock me in the comments. That's okay. We're going to call it a coneflower because that's the other name for it. But that's so funny. That says orange, and I thought that I bought a purple one. Oh well, doesn't matter. It'll still look pretty. Orange is one of my favorite colors too, actually. But so we got a coneflower, or the proper name is what? Echinacea. My sister laughs at me that I can't pronounce it. So got one of these too. I've actually never grown coneflowers, but I like them in my tea. So I thought I'd get my own so that I can dry my own for my tea. But from my understanding from talking to other homesteaders and gardeners is that it will, if I let the head go off afterwards, like if I just let it keep going after it blooms, it will like throw down more seeds for next year. So I just picked up 1 of those again. We'll see how it goes. And then if next year I feel like I need to buy more, then I'll buy more or start more from seed, whatever. And then 3rd one is a lavender. I usually start lavender from seed, and I did not this year. So this was on sale at the local nursery. If you could smell this, it smells so stinking great. So anyway, I picked up 1 lavender, which same thing. It will, get bigger. So those are the 3 plants that we will be putting in here. And because I'm very impulsive, and I know Andrew's going to say something to me later, I'm prepared this time. So I have my shovel, obviously. I'll think of what this doodad's called later. When I'm done the video, I'll think of what it's called anyway. And then I got a bin that I use for gardening stuff. Yes, it's a grocery tote, and I have no shame. But these irises, I just don't want to get rid of them. So I'm going to put them in the bin, and then I'll find somewhere else in the property to plant them. Hopefully they'll do better somewhere else. I don't know. But Andrew always has to call me out because I'm really bad for this. For when I do indoor plants or outdoor plants, I'm bad for this. When I will chop up a plant, remove a plant, repot a plant, I leave a mess. I leave the clippings in a spot and I won't take them out or move them for a couple days, and I'm really bad for it. So my plan is I have to hopefully remember. That's why I brought my bin, so I can put the irises directly into the bin, bring the bin over to where I want it, clean up as I go. I know that's a basic concept, it really is, but when it comes time to gardening and plants, that's just not so basic for my brain. Okay, digging up this, whatever this is. Once again, I know the name of it, but I'll think of it later. I can't get these roots out. I tried cutting it with the shovel and it just didn't want to break. So apparently we gotta go in with, look at that! Oh my gosh! Oh gosh. Look at that bulb size. It's stunning. I think that one's a daylily. That's a massive size bulb. Okay, anyway, back to scheduled programming here, folks. Gotta get this root thing out. Look at that. Oh my gosh. If I don't get it out, it's just gonna cause problems later. It was at this point that I realized I did not cut out all the root like I thought that I did, and the shovel was not doing it, so we needed to use the snippers and cut some more. Let's take a second and take a look at these roots. Like, that was insane. This yarrow definitely needed to be transplanted. It should have been transplanted sooner, but I just bought it the other day, so I haven't even had it that long. Now we need to get some water. Of course, I left my hose out in the orchard because don't let me fool you, friends. I leave things everywhere. I think Andrew's just used to it by now. He calls it I'm a chaos homesteader. That's okay. I admit it. Okay, so we have a hose. We're just gonna give a little water to these friends. But I don't want to water the leaves because the sun is out. So we're just gonna, oh, I don't like that setting. Okay, so there we have it. We got lavender, yarrow, coneflower, yucca. Yucca's just one with the property. I mean, it's fully grown. It's not like it's terribly ugly. It's just, I don't know, it's not my favorite plant. But we'll see how this goes this year. My mother-in-law also has, she splits her hostas every spring, so I could always add some hostas in there if I wanted to next year. But we'll see how this goes. Like, I'm not worried about the yarrow. The nice thing about these three plants specifically is that, like, they can handle, if you miss a watering or two, they can handle this type of soil. Like, this I think might be a good spot for those specifically. Okay, friends. Anyway, now I just gotta clean up my mess of, actually I'm gonna go feed these ones, the weedy looking things, to the chickens and goats that like that. Look at the size of that bulb. I think that one's a daylily. And then everything with a bulb, I'm gonna see if I can find a new home. Anyway, friends, thanks for coming along as I change up some gardening. And look, I'm actually putting stuff away. Look at me go. Look at me go. This is like proof so that Andrew can't say that I didn't. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.